What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. It looked like ESPN just dropped the bombshell about Caitlin Clark offseason, and Caitlin Clark finally speaks to the media. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today, man. Your boy John, the Liquidator, had a late start, but we gonna fall right into line, dog. Today was day 2 of training camp, and I'm here to tell you, we finally got to hear from CC, guys. Now, I didn't know if we was gonna hear from Caitlin Clark, bro. Now, Caitlin Clark wasn't the only one we heard from. We heard from Stephanie White. Now, I'm here to tell you, there was a lot going into this season. There was a lot banking on Stephanie White because we already kind of know what we're going to get out of Caitlin Clark. We don't really know what we're going to get out of Stephanie White for real, for real. Now, with all that being said, they talked about a lot of things. I haven't looked at this stuff entirely, but we're going to head over to X, and we're going to check it out right now, man. Let's get it.
Championships, and obviously have championship experience in those veterans they brought in. How much did that get to add to the culture or just what it takes to win at a high level?
Yeah, I mean, DB has been tremendous. Like, she's such a selfless leader. Like, she's here to win. She says that, but she really means it, and she leads in that example every single day. Like, we were just sitting over there talking after today, like just talking about practice and things we need to work on, things that went well, things that everybody knows we have so much talent, but at the same time, like, you got to put that together. It's not going to be like, all right, you have all these great players, you step out on the court, it's going to work. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time to figure things out, figure out how everybody works with one another. So DB's been tremendous, and obviously, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. She's won championships. She knows what it is. So
now this is speaking values, man. Caitlin Clark let it be known that DeWanna Bonner is a leader, bro. And I'm telling you right now, DeWanna Bonner probably came in the room and she was all like, "Look here, man. We ain't got time for none of the BS y'all did last year. I'm here to win a title." And I'm telling you right now, that is the vibe that she had, and that is the vibe that is going into the 2025 season. Let's get back to the footage, man.
When she speaks, everybody listens. So I think that was a piece of the thing we were missing last year. Is like we didn't really have that inside of our locker room. So just really grateful for that, and just the way she talks and she leads. Like, for me as a second-year point guard, like, I want to win for her. Like, this is the end of her career. Like, she deserves it.
Now that was Caitlin Clark speaking about DeWanna Bonner. Here go another little clip right here, guys.
Everybody knows we have so much talent, but at the same time, like, you got to put that together. It's not going to be like, all right, you have all these great players, you step out on the court, it's going to work. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time to figure things out, figure out.
And look, y'all, I'm glad Caitlin said it because that's what I was telling you guys. The biggest thing for this team is going to be chemistry. Yeah, they got all the great players. Yeah, they got all the great pieces. But you know what? That thing got to come together like a well-oiled machine, because if it don't, my goodness, they're going to be crucified in the media, bro. And I'm glad Caitlin Clark is setting the tone, letting it be known that, yes, this thing has to be put together right. That speaks volumes for her just to even speak on that right now, dog. Let's get back to the footage.
How everybody works with one another. So DB's been tremendous, and obviously, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too, and she's won championships. She knows what it is. So when she speaks, everybody listens. So I think that was a piece of the thing we were missing last year. It's like we didn't really have that inside of our locker room. So just really grateful for that, and just the way she talks and she leads. Like, for me as a second-year point guard, like, I want to win for her. Like, this is the end of her career. Like, she deserves it.
You have a lot of alpha personalities on this team. How is everybody kind of finding their space to then also be a listener, though, when the time is right?
Yeah, I think that's what makes you a good teammate. And I don't think anybody's trying to be out.
I don't know what that is.
Here
goes Stephanie White right here, guys.
You've seen Caitlin play a lot, but what's it been like to just pick her brain and also see your point about grace and competitiveness? She walks that line probably in a bigger spotlight than most people.
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, one of the things that, I knew about her from afar, but just seeing it on a daily basis is the way she works. I mean, we talk about work ethic a lot, but work style is another thing. And she doesn't waste reps. She literally does embody the how you do anything is how you do everything, whether it's a ball handling drill, or a shooting drill, or setting screens. I mean, she approaches it with such a discipline
Now, here's my thing with Stephanie White, man, because we know what Caitlin Clark is capable of doing. My thing with Stephanie White is her allowing Caitlin Clark to be Caitlin Clark. Is you going to let her do what she does? That is the biggest question for Stephanie White. And that is the biggest question us as fans got to have when it comes to her, bro. Now, you know what she's good at. You know all of her great attributes. Is you going to allow Caitlin to do what she does? Because we remember what happened with Christy Sides. Christy Sides did not allow Caitlin to do what she was great at until the second half of that season. That is going to be a big question for Stephanie White. I'm telling you guys, we got to pay attention. We have to pay attention. Now, I know Stephanie White is a great coach, but we got to hold her accountable, man, just like everybody else.
That she doesn't waste time, and I appreciate that. And so it's been nice and refreshing.
Go another clip of Stephanie White.
Just knowing what it takes to win will help elevate the entire roster.
And that's huge. I think I've said it probably ad nauseum. Like, they don't know what they don't know, right? And nobody does. Life is a great learning experience for all of us. But having players who have been in here who've won championships, on the sideline and in the locker room with them. I mean, Dr. Howard's won 3. Certainly think Sig Colson has won 2, and DB's won championships. Breon January and Karima Christmas have won championships. So having those players alongside her that can help guide and understand what it takes on a daily basis, what it takes on a play-to-play basis, whether it's something as simple as letting a call go or letting a play go and moving on to the next, or whether it's something as important as when we're watching film, what are we watching, right? We're not just ball watching. We're watching all the little nuance that comes along and trying to get into our action. We're trying to be in a defensive coverage. So it's really important. And these guys have lived it, and so they're going to be great resources.
Now, ESPN, guys, is in Indianapolis. I'm guessing the big-time media pulled up there today, and they just dropped a segment moments ago about Caitlin Clark and what they've seen out of her and pretty much what they look forward to when it comes to her putting on all this muscle.
Alexa Philippou joins us now live from Indy. Alexa, we just heard from Caitlin Clark. We saw the picture earlier this offseason. She was absolutely jacked. What can you tell us about her offseason and how she prepared for year 2?
Yeah, that photo did go viral, Christine, but that was really a huge focus for Caitlin Clark this offseason, was getting stronger. And she actually said that she could feel the difference already through these first 2 days of training camp. So for her, she was working with head athletic performance coach Sarah Kessler to really just have that consistent effort in the weight room day in and day out. Of course, she was in market most of this offseason, really able to focus on that, but she was also still working on her game too. She was working with player development coach Keith Porter on all sorts of things, from her mid-range game to her floaters, and just being able to also, when different teammates that were on the newer side were able to come in, she could also start to get those reps with them. For her, though, this real off season was also about rest and reset. She said that it was such a really healthy experience for her to be out of the spotlight after such a crazy first year in the league. So she was able to just kind of live life as a normal person, be Caitlin, do Caitlin things. Of course, some of those things that she did were really cool, like going to the Masters. That was something that was on her bucket list. But between the on-court stuff that she did in the weight room and the off-court stuff, it was really a rewarding offseason for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I'm sure she was happy to get a break, going from her college season to getting drafted, going straight to the Fever.
Now, that was ESPN moments ago. Speaking about Caitlin Clark, man, I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section right now about everything Caitlin Clark had to say. Keep them bells on, because I'm coming right back with another one. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters